Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we are watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime season 3 season 3 episode 3. So before we begin and I talk about what happened last episode, I want to say that I recently got my braces taken out. By recently I mean yesterday, like a day before. And so I got permanent retainers behind my teeth, like the bottom and the top. So if I'm talking a little bit weird, it's because I'm not fully adjusted to them, so please forgive me. And another thing is that this past week, because I was about to get my braces taken off and stuff, my teeth were giving me some discomfort for some reason, and that's why I didn't record anything. And so I was like, once I get my braces taken off, I'll do that. So I'll be more consistent. I apologize, And so now let's talk about what happened last episode. So we got a little bit of lore on Hinata and Luminous. Turns out that Hinata, when in the city that she lives in, I forgot the name, of course. It came to her knowledge that it's actually ruled by vampires. So it's ironic because it's called the holy city and holy church and stuff, but at the top are vampires. So she went and she fought Roy Valentine and his brother in a 2v1, and she beat them. Not only did she beat them, she actually killed both of them. And then right after, Luminous shows up and she revives them. And she tells Hinata that she, basically Hinata has piqued her interest. And if she manages to pass these trials, and then Luminous will fight her. Hinata ended up passing them. Luminous fought her and beat her. I'm pretty sure pretty easily. I think Hinata kind of got destroyed because we've been shown that Luminous is she's strong, very, very strong. We also saw how good she is, how good of a politician she is, because despite her, I guess, hatred for Veldora, obviously we know she doesn't like him because he ended up going into a fit of rage and destroying one of her cities. She said that the smart move would be to not actually fight him because against Tempest, she doesn't really want to go to war because she knows she'll lose a lot of people. I don't see them winning necessarily. I don't see Luminous winning because Tempest, from out of all the groups we've seen and all the groups that have been portrayed, I think that Tempest is probably the strongest so far in terms of the amount of people that are very, very strong. What I mean by that is someone like Guy Crimson or Milim, or even let's say Luminous could potentially be stronger than Rimuru in a 1v1 situation. But Rimuru has people like Diablo and Veldora, and then he even has people like Benimaru and Shion who are very, very powerful in their own right. So I feel when it comes to military strength, Tempest is very, very powerful. So not many people want to fight them. And we also saw, what did we see? Oh yeah, Luminous told Hinata, hey, listen, I know you don't really like Veldora and Rimuru and such, but we're gonna have to not actually beef with them, and they're probably gonna get a non-aggression pact. And then we went over to Falmouth, where they were basically trying to say, hey, we don't want to listen to the Rimuru and stuff, when their king said, we will pay them. So the king steps down, and instead of recommending his son, who's apparently very, very young, I'm told he's 10 or something, so obviously he wouldn't make a good king, he ended up recommending his brother, or saying he's gonna pass the title to his brother. And his brother, it turns out that he is somewhat of a schemer. He seems like someone that has been waiting for this chance, and I can see him doing something very, very stupid to the point where he might underestimate Rimuru and think that, oh, I could just mess around. We know that won't slide because obviously Diablo is very, very smart, and Diablo will most likely see through that. And even if he doesn't, I feel Rimuru and them don't really need a contingency plan for Falmouth because they're kind of weak, Rimuru, and compared to Rimuru and them anyways, I'm sure they're very strong. Speaking of Falmouth, we got introduced to a character by the name of Masayuki, who I, misunderstood as the Yuki that's been collaborating with Clayman and Footman and them. I'm told that that's not it. He's a different person. So I can't wait to get introduced to him. He's a hero, so that tells me that he might be strong, but we did get introduced to those 3 heroes in season 2 from Falmouth that were scumbags. So I don't know. I'm told that I'll either like him or I'll just hate him. Apparently there's no in between. So I'm glad that none of you guys are telling me any sort of oh, he's he's a good guy or he's evil, you know, and I like that. Please keep it that way because I want to reserve my judgments for when I see him, and I would like to see this character unbiased. And enough yapping out of me. If you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, commenting. If you're new here, you guys consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. And again, one last thing, you guys, for YouTube. If there is something in the light novel that is not in the anime up to this point, feel free to let me know. However, if I do ask a question, like I tend to say a lot of rhetorical questions or ask it a lot of rhetorical questions. Like I'll say something like, "Oh, I wonder what Yuki's like motivations are or why he is the way he is." I don't want you guys to answer it if it's like gonna come in like season 5 and like spoil it. If there's anything that's a spoiler, just ignore me saying that, you know. And if there's anything else that I should know by now at this point, feel free to let me know. If it's been in the light novel and the anime skipped it, or if you guys think it'll happen later on, then just, you know, just leave it for that. But you guys, my full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description as well as the pinned comment down below. Feel free to check that out. And you guys, without further ado, let's get right on into That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 3, Episode 3. Oh no. Oh yeah, she's back. Let's go. Oh look, all of them are back. Maturing is realizing that Shuna's best girl. I love Shion, but Shuna is just, she is goated.
なるほど。後始末を押し付けたのか。優秀な副官殿に指揮権を返してさっさと引き上げてきたってわけですよ。つまり後のことは三重士にお任せしている。
Yo, Rimuru just knows how they are.
兄弟考えることは同じだな。見習ってマスターを見習った結果であると推察します。
I'm crying. Can't argue with Raphael, bro.
それでガビルはまた戦場に戻ったって聞いたけど。はい。あいつはミリム様の部下のミッドレイという人物と婚姻。
Oh yeah, Midray too.
後始末を手伝っていますよ。なるほど。戦ってのは勝った後も大変だ。捕虜をまとめて移送するのも大変だし、目を離した隙に反乱を。目の前で軽く説明して。
So yeah, I'll kill you guys if you. Explanation equals pressure. Yeah, he probably told them, yo, if you guys betray us, it's death.
時期に三重士たちと一緒に帰還すると思いますよ。だから保護した民や捕虜たちを一旦我が国で受け入れようと。
Okay, so they're gonna become permanent residents after a while.
受け入れ先を分散させることにしたんです。戻る村があるものは戻らせました。テンペストに来るのは技術の習得を希望する獣人。
Ah.
タニアもミリムの支配領域になったんだっけ。
It was? Wait. I forgot Eurozania was part of Milim's territory. I thought it was Carrion's territory. I'm not tripping, right? I'm pretty sure, like, he even said, Milim, you destroyed basically my whole home, like my capital. Huh. Interesting. Oh man. I love Milim, bruh. You're so proud of them. Aw man, don't say that. Remember, they never will be. No. Aw. If he says that to them, they'll probably start crying. Few days later. Oh, Diablo. Okay, Diablo, talk to me. Let me know what you have to say. 1500?
どの道王家を守る騎士がいない今、貴族派とことを構えれば全て奪われてしまうと考えたようですね。
なるほど。それで予定通り戦争になりそうなのか？
はい、間違いない。
Yo, Diablo, bro.
いない分を借款として貸し付けましたので、秦王はこれに我慢できないでしょうから、いいし、子爵となったエドマリスはニドルマイガム伯爵領にほど近い少領地に移り住むこととなりました。
ニドル領にはヨウムたちの本拠地があるから、何かあったらすぐに駆けつけることができるってわけだ。
はい、その通りです。
秦王がエドマリスを切り捨てようと動いても、ヨウムがそれを阻止するか。
その上で秦王の不正
I find it so funny that when Rimuru and Diablo are discussing these political matters, they always focus on Shion, who's trying to understand what's going on, but we know that she's a dunce and she doesn't. It's pretty cute. Not only that, but
実さを糾弾させることで乱が起きるでしょう。
ヨウムがエドマリスたちを保護することで自然と対立が起きるように仕向ける。
できましたら戦う許可を。
Fight?
それは却下で。戦力は用意するからお前が目立つのは。
Yeah, Rimuru knows, but Diablo is insane.
承知しました。私は目立たぬよう裏方に徹しましょう。
シオン、ディアブロを見習えよ。
そんな、私は常にリムル様の言いつけを守っております。
Yeah, Rimuru, leave her alone.
そういえば西方聖教会がレイヒムに接触を図ったそうです。
レイヒム。ああ、大司教のおっさんだな。
教会側の説明に出向かせるべきかと。
そうだな。生き残ったのは3人だけだし、情報を知りたがるのも当然か。西方聖教会ってベルドラを監視してたみたいだし、嘘をつくとバレそうなんだよな。
では本当のことを話させますか。
I think it,
こいつにメッセージを吹き込もう。それをレイヒムに持たせて教会側の反応を見るとしよう。
承知しました。
Oh, Gupta.
避難民と捕虜たちが到着したっせ。
The goat, by the way. The goat.
リムル様。
Ah, look who it is.
スフィア。
同胞たちを受け入れていただきありがとうございます。
いやいや。あれ、フォビオは来なかったのか？
フォビオは残った捕虜たちを監視しております。魔人たちの犯行を抑えるために睨みを聞かせているのです。
Shion, bro, holy.
要するに雑用を押し付けられたわけか。
Oh, man. Oh, Gabiru. Yo, this is so cool, bro. Nostalgia is hitting me even though I watched this not too long ago. I can only imagine how people that are anime only that watched season 2 like 2 years ago or whatever are feeling when they see all these characters return. Because me, I'm getting hit with nostalgia, you know? And I caught up to Slime fully not too long ago.
ああ、ベニマルから聞いた。異常に強いっていうドラゴニュートだな。まあ、ミリムを敬っているような人たちだし。
Also, Midra would beat Benimaru in a fight, which is crazy.
お前も弱いわけじゃないし、まだまだこれからだよ。今度遊びに行くときに私の世話を焼きたがる者どもを連れて行くのだ。
Want to look after me?
料理とはどういうものなのかを教えてやってほしい。これは切実にぜひとも頼みたい。
My bestie.
どういうことか何か聞いてる？
Yeah, who are these people? Is it like a Frey? Hermes. Homeboy. I remember him and Sophia were struggling to stop Benimaru and Midriya. Oh man. Interesting. Yeah, I remember that. No wonder she doesn't eat that. We're out here feeding a homegrown raw vegetables and shit.
あいつはあれで結構空気読むからな。よし、そういうことなら盛大にもてなしてやるとしよう。
He says we will, but it's gonna be Shuna. Oh. This place would be so fun to live in. This would be, I've said it so many times, and I'll probably say it every time we see Tempest, that this would be the one fictional place that I would live in if I could. A month. Just a random portal? Oh, a guild. Yeah, guild.
各部隊に配属し、測量や整地などを行っていたのですが、そこで様々な問題が噴出したのです。
What kind of?
廃屋同士は思念伝達によって意思疎通が簡単ですが、獣人や魔人たちには。
Wait, hold on, let me go back. I was fixing my mic.
廃屋同士は思念伝達によって意思疎通が簡単ですが。
Oh, telepathy, that's cool. So you have to actually speak.
魔人の中にも 命令に従うことを不満に思う者がおり、やる気のある者もなかなか結果を出せず。
なるほどな。こういう時は飲もう。
That's crazy. He's saying, yo, drink your struggles away.
ありがとうございます、リムル様。
He wants like a full keg of beer. Trainee! Ah! Yo, I'm so... You guys, the nostalgia. Even though I recently... Like I said, I recently caught up to the series. But oh man, this is... What'd you say? Just having more people doesn't make... Oh.
しかし全員を同じように成長させることなどできるはずもなく。
True?
自分でやった方が早いなんて思ってしまいますけど、それでは下が育ちませんものね。
思い出すな。
Where are the potato
指
chips?
示を聞かない作業員、失敗を隠そうとする後輩、人に責任を押し付けようとする上司。
Oh.
けど苦労話を言い出せばキリがない。
リムル様。
おお、どうした？
商人たちが戻り始めております。フューズ殿が安全だと宣言してくださったおかげで、以前より出入りする者の数も増えました。
Oh wow.
それは何よりだ。
That is.
リムル様が魔王になられて、今のところ各国に目立った動きはありません。
まあ警戒はしてるだろうけどな。
ええ。魔導王朝サリオンの天帝エルメシア・エル・リュ・サリオンが。
Oh right, that's freaking what's her name? Aaron. That's Aaron's dad. Oh.
テンペストとの国交自立を宣言いたしました。
Oh wow.
街道を整備しろよってことか。
街道整備計画のルート上には敵対的な魔物の存在は確認できませんでした。リムル様の計画を説明したところ、皆心よく納得してくれました。
それはよかった。じゃあゲルドの手が開くまでに測量。
You know, I was just thinking. Sorry, I paused a lot when I watched Slime, but I was just thinking that back when we first got introduced to them, like Benimaru, Shuna, and them, who would have thought that they would become such important and fun characters? That's so cool.
その他の調査を終わらせるように。
それが問題が一つござい
And
ま
the
す。
problem is,
なんだ？
ジュラの大森林はリムル様の管轄ですが、
okay,
その
push amount,
険しい渓谷と岩山があり、その
a
頂
little bit of
には
world
天
building.
狗が住まう隠れ里があるとか。
You know what this reminds me of? If you guys have watched God of High School, the anime was garbage, by the way. You guys should read the manhwa. But at the end of the season, they show something like mountains. I'm not gonna, obviously, if you haven't watched it, I'm not gonna tell you what it was. But they show like a scene similar to this, and that came to my mind right now. But if you guys have watched the anime, I would say read the manhwa because they fit like 100 chapters into like 13 episodes. So I'm sure you guys could tell how garbage it was. Animation was A1, but they skipped like everything.
その頂には
Tengu
天
resides.
狗が住まう隠れ里があるとか。
Ah.
天狗は温厚な民ではありますが。
Oh, these are freaking okay, okay.
民族です。あのフレイ殿でさえ彼らと直接ことを構えるのを避けていたようですし、声をかけておいた方が良いかと。
じゃあ俺が。
お待ちを。俺が行きますよ。
お兄様、最近アルビス殿と仲。
Hmm.
相引きしたいだけとか？え？ベニマルとアルビスが？どういうことかな、ベニマルくん。
Benimaru-kun. Yo, let my boy raise her up. She knows.
ご安心をリムル様。ベニマルがいなくとも
You still have me.
私がおります。
何を言い出すんだお前は。
Benimaru, go get her,
ア
bro.
ルビスの策には
You're
まり
gonna fall for Albinski and leave this country, aren't you?
おいシオン、どういう解釈をすればそんな話になるんだ。
さすがにそれはないよ。頼るべき俺の片腕だし。
Red Hand Man.
信じるも信じないもないよ。
Aw.
まあいいや。急に呼び出して悪かったな。
いえいえ、そのようなことはございませんぞ。それよりも大変なのはゲルドですわい。
Yeah, Guild is going through it,
わしは
bro.
夕べのうちに引き継ぎも終えましたので、もう戻る必要もないのですが。
だいぶ悩んでるみたいだな。
それよりもリムル様、一つ報告があります。
どうした？
クレイマンの支配地だった傀儡。その住民は居城の維持管理に携わるダークエルフのみで全員が標準の意を示しました。
うん、それで？
その者たちが申すには、ジスターブの地にはかつてエルフの王国があったそうで、なんとその地に遺跡が眠っているのだとか。
白露、この件は内密にしてくれ。一度現地を見て、それから。
Yeah, there's something going on, obviously.
皆さん。あれるでしょうが、この度私は魔王に就任いたしました。
Look at the secretaries. Yeah, you know who kills me? Eldora. Yo, my boy doesn't care. He just wants to read his manga. He's just like me.
リムル様時代の幕開けですね。
そうそう。言ってなかったけど、俺の支配領域とやらがジュラの大森林全域と決まったから。今でも名手を名乗ってるから、そこは問題ないだろ。
Something is happening.
あれ
Yeah. Oh, yo.
問題というほどではないのですが、川の向こう側ははずです。リムル様が名手として認められていたのは、あくまでもドライアドが築き上げた地盤のみ。川の向こうの連中からすれば、新たな魔王の出現は頭の痛いもの。
You might have to go talk to them, bro.
今までも資源の採取などは暗黙のうちに行われておりましたが、
それが今後は森に住むのもどんなの許可が必要になるってことだ。
すでに住んでいる者も大勢いますから。
Oh man.
ってことは、そういう奴らが続々と許可をするでしょうね。リムル様が正式な魔王になられた今、挨拶に来ない者は範囲ありと受け取れます。
Wow.
ともリザードマンは挨拶に来るそうです。リムル様が魔王となられたことは親父殿にも伝えておりますので。
アビルさんが来るのか？
はい。シオン殿に伝えたのですが、親父自らぜひともリムル様にご挨拶したいと申しておりました。
リムル様ならば当然のことです。
Is she force issues?
この街をお披露目したらいいんじゃないか？バラバラに押しかけられるよりもまとめてきてもらった方が楽だろ？
True, true. Okay, okay.
まだ街で受け入れられる人口には余裕がある。ミリムももてなさないといけないしな。
Oh man.
最近ずっと緊張の毎日だったし、たまには息抜きもしたいだろ？だからさ、みんなでお祭りしようぜって話したよ。
お祭り？
やりましょう、ぜひとも。
ないなら、ここは一つ盛大にやろうじゃないの。
Most fun place to be, bruh. Oh my god. Is that ending? Yeah. Oh, so that was season 3, episode 3 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So now Shuna and the gang are officially back, sorry. And we found like out what they were doing, and they were basically cleaning up Clayman's castle, and they were gathering like the other people, basically Geld and Hakuro. Well, actually Geld mostly. He had the lycanthropes and the Majin working under him. They basically recruited them as laborers. We saw that Albus and Sophia are in Tempest. And we also got basically like we got told that Benimaru and Albus have been a little bit close. Shuna pointed it out, and that's funny. That's good for him. Good for Benimaru. And we also see that Balmuth ended up giving Tempest the initial like 1500 stellar coin payment, and Diablo's plan is going according to plan, because as we know, he wanted to start a little war where the king would have to rely on them, and then, you know, that's where Yom and them are close by for. And what else happened? Not too much happened in this episode. We just basically got so now basically let's see, they told us everything that happened from Walpurgis to when everybody came back to their lands, and all of like Rimru's people, like Shuna and them, they came back, they reported, and all of that good stuff. And then now Rimuru is saying, well, Rimuru as a demon lord, yeah, we got that at the end. As a demon lord, he has claimed the Great Forest of Jura as his domain, and Benimaru and everybody else was saying, well, that's cool and all, but there's a river that divides the forest in half, and the side of the river that Rimuru and them are living on, obviously, is under the influence of the Dryads, and obviously everybody in that little section submits to Rimuru through like the Dryads. But across the river, there are people that live there that like they weren't really submitted to Rimuru because the Dryas don't have influence there. Excuse me. And now they're gonna have to come and ask Rimuru for permission to live there, which I feel like it would be kind of like, imagine living somewhere and then all of a sudden you find out there's a new leader that you have to go ask for permission. I wonder if they think that maybe Rimuru will say, no, you can't live here, like get out of here. But we know Rimuru won't do that, but that's something that would worry most people. So Rimuru is saying that, Rimuru is told, that all the people have to come and basically greet him as a demon lord. He's like a king. And Rimuru says, you know, instead of having everybody come here one at a time, why don't we just throw a big old party and have everybody just come at the same time? And that way people could see how fun we are, how lit Tempest is, and that'll attract more tourists and stuff like that, which is very smart in my opinion, because obviously, as Rimuru stated, more people will want to come and live in Tempest, and, you know, obviously like the business aspect as well, and the tourists and all that. It would be pretty cool, I think, you know. I think that would be very, very cool. And that's basically about all we got told in this episode, if I'm not mistaken. You know, Hakuro also... Oh, we also got introduced to the Tengus, which are similar to Frey's people. I was told last season that Frey, all of her people are women, and Tengus might be like the male version of their people. So then that's when Benimaru was going to like do some politics with them. And Shuna was like, hey, are you sure you're not doing that just to get close to Albus? And I found that very funny. and you know, and that it's fun, you know. I could talk about this all day. There's not really much to say. It was just getting us caught up to speed on what like happened and what everybody else was up to basically. But this was a fun little episode, you guys. So if you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, commenting. If you're new here, you guys consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. My full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description as well as the pinned comment down below. Again, I did get my braces taken off recently. I have permanent retainers behind my teeth. So when I'm talking, if you guys notice me speaking a little bit weird, that's because I'm not fully used to them. And it's just giving me a little bit of trouble. So, you know, and I didn't want to put my actual, like my plastic retainers on while I did this, just in case I wanted to eat something. Which, by the way, you guys, that's probably like the most exciting thing for me is like when I'm recording videos, I could actually eat if I need to. Before, I would have to either eat before or after. Sometimes while recording I would get hungry and then I couldn't eat, obviously, because, you know, I had braces and like food got stuck in my braces. But now I'm good. So anyways, you guys, that is it from me, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.